Army Judge Denise Lind heard closing arguments today in the case against WikiLeaker Bradley Manning. The 25-year-old Army private first class faces 21 charges for leaking some 700,000 military diplomatic cables to the world. The most serious charge Manning faces is aiding the enemy, which could result in a life sentence. The prosecution spent its final moments trying to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Manning leaked those documents, knowing that they could end up in the hands of Al-Qaeda or other terrorist organizations. Meanwhile, defense lawyer David Coombs is expected to portray Manning as well-meaning but naive. For the very latest from Fort Meade, RT correspondent Liz Wahl.
After nearly 2 months of trial, we hear closing arguments today in the court-martial of Private First Class Bradley Manning. Today, the prosecution said Manning recklessly leaked the documents, put national security at risk when he did it, and put American lives in danger. The prosecution kicked off their closing arguments today by saying, quote, the only human he cared about was himself. They painted Manning as somebody that was self-absorbed and somebody that craved notoriety at the time that he leaked the documents. They also spent a good amount of time talking about the relationship between Manning and WikiLeaks co-founder Julian Assange. The prosecution said, quote, it's obvious Manning pulled as much information as possible to please Julian Assange. So their theory is that Manning and Assange worked together in this conspiracy to put as much classified information as possible on the internet. Now, the government also spent time kind of downgrading WikiLeaks as a journalistic organization, saying that their job or their goal was not to do good journalism, but rather at times aided the enemy in putting the sensitive information on the internet. The government reiterated that Manning aided the enemy when he leaked the classified documents, citing his job as an intelligence analyst, that he dealt with classified information on a daily basis and received this special training. So he should have known, in the prosecution's view, that he should have known full well exactly what he was doing, exactly what the consequences were, and that the enemy would see this information when he put it on the internet. So we're in the middle of the prosecution's closing arguments, very lengthy closing argument. Still waiting to hear from the defense. It's expected that the defense will paint Manning as a whistleblower, somebody that just wanted to expose government wrongdoing and spark a national debate. So we will keep you updated on all of the developments. Here in Fort Meade, Liz Wahl, RT.